2 to 4 microphone record in GarageBand or Logic Pro. So I'm going to be working on Logic to show you how this is going to be done, but I believe you could repeat that also using GarageBand or any other DAW of your choice. But this I know of GarageBand or Logic Pro. All right. So right now, all I'm going to be walking you through is how I set my up, or how you should set it up in Logic Pro or GarageBand. All right. So before you get started, there's some things you're going to need for this to work out. If you're using USB microphone with your computer, fine. Maybe you can plug 2, 3, 4 USB microphone. Your computer may be able to detect them individual as a different microphone. But if you need a better mic, like if you're using a mic with SLR plug, like dynamic mic or whatever mic you want to use, for this to work, you will need to get yourself audio interface for this to work, okay? There's no way, I don't know if there's any other way around it without you using audio interface, but for what I know, you will need audio interface for this to work. All right? But before you get your audio interface, there's something I would like to spell out for you to understand, right? If you are getting any audio interface, you can get anything from maybe 1 mic, 2 mic, but the purpose of this video is for you to use more than 1 mic. So if you're doing it that way, you want to get something that is more, that will allow you to input more than 1 microphone. All right. So let's assume you want to use 4 microphone or 2 microphone. That means you're going to get audio interface that will allow you to plug in 2 to 4 microphone. But in my own case, I have audio interface that will allow me to plug just 2 microphone. And in my own case, I'm using Miss Pre-D, which allow me to plug 2 SLR microphone into the mixer. Actually, let me put it this way. You can get a mixer, a portable mixer with USB out, all right? You can get a portable mixer with USB out, or you can get audio interface, all right? There's 2 things you need to know. If you really want to record your microphone to have a separate channel, is that the best way to go is to record in mono, to be sure that your input is going to come in as a mono input, all right? That way you will be able to record each channel separately on 2 channels. But at the same time, if you record in stereo, you're still going to get 2 channel recording, 2 channel recording, but you will be capturing the other microphone. Just assuming you have Shure microphone and you have, for example, in my own case, I have Baby Bottle microphone. If I put them in 2 separate channels and I'm recording in stereo, for example, if I have the first microphone on channel 1, which is going to be my Shure microphone, and I have another microphone on channel 2, assuming that microphone is Baby Bottle, right? If I record in mono, the Shure is going to be the only mic recording on that channel 1, and the blue Baby Bottle will be the only mic recording on channel strip number 2, right? If I record in mono. But if I come in as stereo, that means I'm linking both channel 1 and channel 2 together. Even though I'm still going to get 2 separate channels, which is channel 1 and 2, you will be recording both mic together simultaneously. If you're doing stereo record, that is, whatever you capture on mic number 1, same way you're going to be capturing mic number 2. So you will be getting 2 lines of waveform across each channel. All right, I think that's understandable. So that means you're going to have double recording of the same thing. You'll be capturing mic 1 and 2 on channel 1, the same way you're going to be capturing mic 1 and 2 on channel 2. That means you have 2 channels recording the same thing, all right? If you record in stereo. But if you truly want to separate the microphone for the mic to record on separate channel, the best way is to go record in mono, right? And for this to happen, in my own case, right, I have the audio interface or portable mixer that I'm using give me the option to choose left, center, and right for channel 1, left, center, and right for channel 2, which means if I switch on channel 1, if I push my switch to left, I'm only going to be recording mono. If I push it to center, I will be recording stereo, all right? I don't know if that's understandable. So I'm going to go on the computer now and show you how to set dual microphone, using one audio interface or one mixer. How you can set it up and get each mic to be coming out of a separate channel, all right? So let's go. So I'm going to go on the computer and I will open up my Logic Pro, all right? For you to set it up, you have to go on the utility, then you look for the audio MIDI setup. Once you have this one come up, right, all you have to do is, like mine now, I have this created. What I highlighted, I have it created, okay? I have it already. So all you have to do is, let's assume I take this one off. Let me delete it. So it's up. This is my mixer that I'm using, Miss Prede. That's what I'm using. And I'm going to show you the mixer right now. I have it right here. I'm gonna open it with let me open it up. Just wanna open it to bring it very big. Okay, so this is the mixer that I'm using. All right, right here, let me see if I can bring this one down a little bit. Okay, so this is the mixer that I'm using, so I'll come back to that later. Okay, let me put them down for you to know. So let me show you this now. This is the mixer that I'm using, Miss Prede, with 2 channels. This is channel 1, channel 2. Just like right here, you see the first channel, you see the second channel. On this mixer, I have the option to choose 48 volts if my microphone require me to use phantom power. If I need phantom power, I have it. I have regular mic or line level. It's all there, but I'm not going to get into that. But all you need to know is I have 2 channels here coming in, and I have 2 channels here coming out at the other side. I'm going to explain to you what you need to do. So when you get to your audio device, your MIDI, so right now this is my mixer, but I have 2 input, right? But for this to work, this is how I make mine happen, right? So I have it there. Let's assume I want to use my microphone, right? To be, some people will come like this. They will create aggregate device. Say create aggregate device, right? And this is it. You can change the name to I'll change it to multi-mics. That's what I'm going to change it to, right? So now that I have this, once you click on this, these are all the mic enabled that I have. But I'm going to look for my audio device, which is this one, Miss Prede. Once I check that one, I have it right here. Maybe I should bring it. Let me make it big a little bit. Right. So you have this Miss Predi, that's my audio device, audio interface, right? It's a mini mixer, but it can work as audio interface. So you have left channel and right channel, which means the output channel is going, we have channel 1 and channel 2, right and left, right? So you have it there, okay? So once you configure this, then you can close this up. Once you have that set up, right, you go into your Logic, you open Logic up, right? So let me explain this before I go open Logic, all right? When I was talking about you getting a mixer that will give you, just look at this. This is channel 1. Look at this. When you have your input here, this is the control. For number 2, this is the control, right? So I don't know. I just want you to be sure that if you're getting a mixer or audio interface, be sure you have this option, right, that you can switch this to left and this to right, because at the center that this one is now, whatever you are plugging in is going to be recording in stereo. But if you really want to separate your microphone, you have to switch this to left while you switch this one to right, okay? That way you will be able to record each microphone separately. So you have 1 and 2, and this is the control, all right? That's all I need to let you know. Be sure you have an audio interface that can give you this option, left and right. So I'm still going to try on that, maybe it's going to work. So all you have to do is now go to your Logic. Come on again. You open your Logic up. So now that I have my Logic open up, right? You have empty project. When you choose your empty project right here, look at the input. You have multi mics, right? You have, this is my mixer, but I create multi mic right here. It has been created, right? But I'm still going to come back and try if this is going to work. So once you choose your multi mic that you created in the MIDI, this one, you choose it. That is the input. Output also is going to be that multi-mic, right? So you want to set your sample rate, whatever you want to set, that's up to you. Now you say choose. Once you choose that, it's going to give you this option, right? You have software, but this is your consign, audio. So once you add that audio, now this is where you need to set whatever you need to set, okay? The first input, this is number 1 track. Going to create 1 track for you. So you come here and you choose. Some people, where they made mistake is they choose input 1 and 2. Once you choose this, it's going to record in stereo, okay? So you want to choose input 1 first, and you come out to output. So if you just come out to output, that no output, nothing is going to come out. So you have to come to output, and don't do output 1 plus 2. Don't do that. That's really wrong. Once you do output 1 and 2, you're going to be recording in stereo. So you have to come to mono and choose output 1. So that way you separated the first microphone, right? And you choose create. And you will have this up here. You can come here and rename the track. So I'm going to rename this one my electro voice. So I'll call it AV. Right, electro voice, RA27 ND. So I'm going to call that one. So that's going to be my first mic. So what you need to do now is you enable this, so you'll be able to, when you talk, it's going to be capturing it, right? That's your first one. So all you have to do again is to go to this plus sign. So this one is for the first microphone, right? So you go to the plus sign, and it's going to give you this option again. Now you come here and choose input 2, right? And you come back here also and choose mono output 2, right? Once you are there, then you can say create again, and you will have another one here, and you can rename it also to, I'll call this one baby bottle BB, all right? So that's the second microphone. So if you enable this, you can talk and it's now the mic is coming in. So if I enable the second one, the mic is also coming in, right? If I enable both mic, you can see this one is coming in and this one is coming in. So I'm going to turn one down now. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake. The reason why both is coming out now is because, let me show you this. I hope I still have the second one. Okay, this one. All right. I really want to show you something. You see, look at this. If I'm talking to both mic now, they're both coming. Even though they're both coming now as stereo, because if I'm talking to one mic, the other one is coming on, right? Which supposed not to be so, because if I record this way, I'm going to be recording stereo. So the problem is because I have my mixer switch to be at the middle, which is center. And once you have this switch to be at the center, you're going to be recording stereo. So now I can push my, let me show you how this is recording. When I leave my switch at the center, right? If I press record, okay, before you go there, because now I did something already that you don't know, because I have been using it like that before I'm doing this recording. You have to go to the track, configure track header, right? You see I have record enable, right? So you have to make sure that, let's assume, I just need to show you this, configure. So you see only, you see, if I have this now, what I'm trying to do here is you have to, for both channel to be able to record at once, you must select this. You can select the two together and go to track, right? Configure track header and you choose record enable. Once you have that record enable, then you'll be good to go. All right, you can get out of there. All right, so now both track is track enable, it's record enable. So now if I press record, right, if I press record now, you see that no matter how, okay, just excuse me, no matter what I do, what I'm doing, you can see both track is recording at the same level. If I'm talking to the first mic now or the second microphone, it's still doing the same thing. You can see the level of this waveform. They are the same thing. They have the same height. It means I'm recording this microphone. The first and the second mic is going in there, and the same thing on this line, this channel. First and second mic is being recording. It's like I'm recording it's like a duplicate of what is going on up here. But for you to record this microphone separately, this is where this one coming. Where is the second one here? This one. All right. For you to record this thing separately, you make sure that this number one is switched to left and this one is switched to right. So I'm going to do that on my mixer. Now you're going to see the difference. I'm talking to the first microphone now. This is my first mic, right? And this is the second mic. The difference is going to be there. Now this is the second microphone. You can see the waveform now is different from this one. Even though this one is, you can see the meter coming on, is because it can still capture my voice, but my mouth is not directly on the mic on the first one. So I'm on the baby bottle and you can see how it's capturing my voice. The waveform is different. Now if I switch to the other mic, now I'm on the other microphone and you can see the difference. I've pushed the baby bottle away from me now, so I have this mic coming on, and you can see the difference now that the waveform is coming on up right here, while this one is just picking me tiny, which means they are now recording a separate input. But once I switch mic back to center, it's going to this. I'm now talking to the first microphone, and it's capturing me just like this. You can see everything is like a duplicate, but for you to get everything you have to switch to left and right, so you get dual mono. All right, so you record in mono, and that is what you need to do to record a separate channel. So it now depend on you if you want it to be recorded in stereo or mono. But if you're doing stereo, you center your switch, which means you are combining channel 1 and channel 2 to come out of one output, which is going to record both microphone to one channel, and you will have the other one to do the same thing as a duplicate. I don't know if someone is getting what I'm saying quite right. So for you to have real separation on your channel, you must have the option to make sure that you pan your microphone to left and right. That way, if you're going to do any adjustment later in post-production, like if you're going to tweak anything, if you're going to do any editing, you'll be able to edit them separately. You can edit them based on whatever you capture. Okay, it's not going to affect the other mic. But if you pan your switch to the center, whatever you are doing on that channel is going to affect the other one. Except, just like I have two channels here, I can put them at the center, just like this. Let me switch them back to the center. Now I have both mic at the center, right? I can still use this one if I really like to record in stereo. I can edit this separately the way I want it, and I can edit this one separately the way I want it. It's still going to accomplish the same task, okay? It's still going to accomplish the same purpose, but just be aware that you are capturing two microphones going here, and you are capturing two microphones going here as a duplicate. But if you want each mic to be separated, you have to pan to left and right. So that is how you set it up. All right. So I'm going to stop this now, and I want to try if you truly need to create let me say file new. All right, I'm going to save that one. Let me see, I'm going to save it. I don't know. Okay, don't save, right? Don't save, right? Okay, so now I want to go back and see if I need the all mic that I created or not. Look at it now. My device is still saying all mic for the input, right? So I can come here and change this one to from all mic. I can change it to my Miss Pretty. I want to change to my Miss Pretty, right? Input and output. I'll say apply. Then I close it. Now I have my device as Miss Pretty. I'm not using the all mic that I created again, right? So I'm going to come here as input 1. Output also, I'll come out mono output 1. So I'll create. Now I have my first microphone coming in, and I have the second microphone coming in, right? So if I pan this left and right, this is my first mic. The second mic is not coming in. So I have to go in again, create another one. Input 2, output. So I'll go this one, and I still have my Miss Pretty. So let me stop, enable this. Now the second microphone is coming in, and the first is coming in. So this just shows that you don't need to go to your what do they call it? This is the first one I record. Let me just collapse this. Right. So there's no need for you to go to your utility this one, there's no need for you to create multi mics. Okay, so I'm just going to delete that multi mics, and it's no more there. Now I have my mix pre there. Okay, so I don't think you need to create that multi mic if you don't want to, because that is how I'm doing it before, but now I realize you don't need to. Once you have a mixer that accepts two input, I don't think you need to do that anymore. All right, so now both my mic is coming in, and so if I have to record, let me see if both is going to record at the same time. So check 1 2. So this is me. Yeah, everything is recording. This is the first microphone now that I'm on. I'm on the electro voice. As you can see, it's capturing my voice really well, while the other one is just capturing my voice faintly. And this is the second microphone right now. So as you can see, this is my left channel, this is my right channel. The left is the number 1, the second one, which is the number 2, is my second channel. So we have first mic, second mic, they are recording separately. If I have to merge them, now I'm switching them to center. Now I'll switch them to center. As you can see, you're going to be hearing this. It's like a duplicate of whatever I'm recording. So that is how you set up multiple mic. So if your mic mixer allow more than 2 mics, then you go in and set it up like more mics from here all the way to 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 mics, depending on how many mics you want to use. So guys, that will be it for now, how you set everything up. I hope you understand what I did, and I hope you enjoy and learn from what I just show you right now. All right, so welcome back. Like I just show you right now, that is how I did set mine up before. I have to create a new mic input from the MIDI, right? That is how I was doing it. But today I was like, okay, let me try without that. Since I have audio interface with 2 inputs, there's a possibility I can use it that way and make it work. So you may not need to create any input. Once the computer recognize your audio interface and you have 2 inputs, or you have more than 1 input, you don't need to create any other input anymore, or you don't need to go to the MIDI. All you have to do is to go to the track and configure your track to record more than 1 track. Okay, so which means you can only record 1 track at a time. So the other track, any other track that you created, you can highlight everything, select them at the same time, and go and enable their recording. Once you make them record the enable, you'll be able to record your multiple mics. All you have to do is to pan left and right, depending on if you want to record through mono or you want to record stereo. So if you have your interface, I don't think you need to create any input anymore. All right, folks, so that will be it for now. If you think you have learned something today, you may consider subscribe. If you think I did a good job, give me a thumbs up, like the video. You want to share. So until next time, guys, stay blessed and remain blessed. Bye for now.